You've probably heard a lot of people, including myself, recommend that you wear linen during the hotter months. It's well established that linen is one of the go-to fabrics to beat the heat, but why is that? Today I want to do a little bit of a deep dive into what makes linen such a great fabric for the summer, what the best kind of linen is, and which brands to look out for. Now let's get into the video. You might be interested to know that linen is actually made from the flax plant. Growing flax is actually very sustainable and eco-friendly because it requires minimal water, pesticides and fertilizers. The entire flax plant is used not only for clothing but also for food and beauty products, so there's minimal wastage. Linen itself is also 100% biodegradable, so it has a very low impact on the environment. Actually turning the flax into linen is a lengthy process though, and that's often reflected in the higher prices. Linen as a fabric for clothing has a ton of benefits. The main one, of course, is its breathability. Linen fibers are much thicker than cotton, for example. This means they technically have a low thread count, which allows more air circulation and hence breathability. But the lower thread count in linen does not mean it's lower quality like it usually does with cotton. In fact, linen is one of the strongest natural fibers. It's around 30% stronger than cotton, which means it's long lasting and durable. Linen is also really great at absorbing water. It can hold about 20% of its weight in water before it feels wet. This of course makes it an ideal fabric for warmer weather, because it wicks moisture away from the body and gives you a little bit more time before those sweat patches start to show. Linen is also naturally hypoallergenic and it's also anti-static, which means it isn't going to stick to the body, and that's why linen makes such good flowy fitting pieces. If you want to benefit from all of these advantages, then you're going to want to make sure you're getting a good quality linen, and there are several ways to determine that. One is called the Lee count, which refers to the amount of yards of linen yarn per pound. Put more simply, the higher the Lee count, the finer the linen is. Finer linen is usually an indication of quality because it's going to be softer, stronger, and it's going to drape over the body nicely, which is going to give you a better looking fit. The second way of determining linen quality, like so many other things, is finding out where it was made. Specifically, where the flax was grown is going to be a major factor in the quality of the linen. It's generally accepted that the best flax is grown in Western Europe. Places like France, Belgium, Italy, and even Ireland. These countries have the ideal climate for growing flax, as well as strict standards and centuries of expertise. When it comes to the best brands for buying linen, there's a lot to choose from. Just like other garments, you could spend a lot of money on premium linen if you have the appetite for it. I've rounded up a few brands at varying price points, so hopefully there's something for everyone in this video. At the very top end, you're probably going to want to look somewhere like Flax London. As you can tell from their name, they specialise in linen clothing. In fact, from what I can see, they're the only brand in the UK who specialise in linen. The linen they use is traceable directly to where they source it in Belgium and Ireland. So you're getting that provenance and guaranteed quality, which is really important with good linen. They also offer free repairs on their shirts, which is always a good sign of quality. On a similar level to Flax London is going to be Asket. As with all of their garments, everything is fully traceable and they do their best to minimize impact on the environment. Their flax originates from France, and you can actually drill down into where their materials were milled, manufactured, and where all the trims come from, such as the mother of pearl buttons. They even tell you how much the garment cost them to produce and their explanation behind the markup to their retail price. Of course, all of this contributes to the higher price, but you can sleep soundly knowing that you've bought something great. In the middle lane of pricing, you've got places like Everlane and COS. These both still offer 100% linen products, and you can be fairly certain that they're going to be good quality. Plus, they have a lot more variety in styles, patterns, and fits. The thing that's missing is going to be that traceability. We're never sure where the linen has come from, which is a shame. However, being 100% linen, they're still going to have most of those benefits. On the lower end of the budget spectrum, you're going to start to see linen blends, and a lot of people actually don't mind that because you're going to get less creasing and there's not going to be so much of a break-in period. However, there is one brand that stands out at this lower price point who still make 100% linen shirts, and that's Uniqlo. I've shown off their premium linen shirt in the past, and it's been one of my go-to pieces this summer. They also confirmed that their linen originates from Europe, which is pretty rare at this price point. They don't specifically say where in Europe, although I have read that their older linen pieces were from France, so that might still be the case. I've also been wearing a few of their linen blend pieces, such as the shorts and trousers, and I've been very happy with them so far. So if you're on a tight budget, I can easily recommend Uniqlo for your linen pieces this summer. So there's a brief overview of what linen is and why it's actually so great in the heat, plus a few key places you can go to get quality linen garments. When doing my research, there were hundreds of other brands that look good as well, so I'd be really interested to hear if you have any recommendations. Anyway, I hope you found the video enjoyable and useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.